Hello and welcome. If you've ever been told you don't look your age, you might have smiled, chalked it up to good lighting or lucky genes. But what if there's more to that youthful glow than DNA or a skincare routine? In today's video, we're going beneath the surface. These aren't beauty hacks or miracle products. We're exploring 7 hidden psychological and lifestyle traits rooted in wisdom, emotional intelligence, and purpose that quietly shape not only how young you appear, but how alive you feel. Drawing from Stoic philosophy and grounded psychological insight, we'll unpack how traits like emotional resilience, adaptability, curiosity, and presence influence the way you age from the inside out. Let's dive in. 1. You have an unbreakable spirit. There's something magnetic about a man who moves through life with steady, quiet strength. His energy feels calm, his presence grounded, and though people may not be able to explain it, they feel it. This is emotional resilience. It's not about being unaffected by hardship, but about mastering your response to it. Chronic stress releases cortisol, a hormone that breaks down skin elasticity, disrupts sleep, and accelerates aging. Men who regulate their emotions preserve their vitality. They don't suppress or explode. They breathe, reflect, and respond. Their faces carry less tension. Their posture is open. Their presence is light. A man like this becomes ageless, not by resisting life's blows, but by growing through them. 2. You embrace change. Instead of resisting it, adaptability is strength. Not the rigid kind, but the kind that bends without breaking. A man who embraces change rather than clings to the past radiates openness and vitality. Women feel this deeply. A man who is evolving, curious, and emotionally agile becomes someone she can grow with, not just someone she survives life beside. Change sharpens the mind and energizes the spirit. It keeps you mentally flexible and emotionally fresh. The man who evolves remains emotionally youthful, and that's far more compelling than any anti-aging product. 3. Your mind stays curious. Curiosity keeps the spirit young. It's not about knowing everything. It's about wanting to discover more. A man with a curious mind brings fresh energy to every conversation. He listens, explores, and surprises, not with answers, but with questions. And science supports this. People who keep learning, creating, and exploring tend to stay cognitively sharp and physically vibrant. Without curiosity, relationships become routine. But a curious man keeps the connection alive with new perspectives, ideas, and energy. He doesn't just age well, he evolves. 4. You express emotion with clarity and confidence. There's strength in emotional honesty. Not loud or dramatic outbursts, but calm, grounded openness. Men who can express how they feel, without apology or shame, often appear lighter, more vibrant, and more youthful. Emotional suppression creates tension that physically ages the face and body. Clenched jaws, furrowed brows, stiff postures. But when a man feels deeply and expresses clearly, he becomes emotionally available. That emotional fluency isn't weakness, it's magnetic. It builds trust, it deepens connection, it keeps the heart and the face soft and open. 5. You surround yourself with uplifting energy. The people around you shape how you feel and how you age. Positive, supportive relationships reduce stress, boost immunity, and slow biological aging. Negativity, on the other hand, is draining. It tightens the body, dulls the mind, and casts a shadow over your presence. But men who intentionally cultivate circles of joy, laughter, and growth maintain a kind of inner light that others naturally gravitate toward. Your emotional environment matters. Choose wisely, and you'll feel and look the difference. 6. You live with passion and purpose. Nothing is more aging than a life lived on autopilot. But a man with passion, whether for his work, his hobbies, or a personal mission, radiates energy that keeps him youthful and alive. Purpose reduces stress, fuels motivation, and triggers dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that literally brighten your mood and sharpen your body. Women are drawn to men who wake up with fire, not because they chase success, but because they live with direction. This kind of man doesn't just attract admiration, he inspires partnership. 7. You let go of the past. Resentment, guilt, and regret age us, not just emotionally, but physically. The stress of clinging to old pain releases harmful hormones, creates internal tension, and hardens your spirit. But men who forgive, who release what no longer serves them, move through life with emotional lightness. Their smiles are softer, their presence is calmer, their relationships are deeper. Letting go isn't weakness, it's freedom. It's a way of honoring yourself and those around you with presence instead of preoccupation, and that presence is what keeps you radiant. Conclusion: youth is a side effect of how you live. Youth isn't frozen in time. It's reflected in how you move through time. It's not about fighting aging. It's about staying emotionally alive, mentally engaged, and spiritually light. Traits like resilience, curiosity, adaptability, emotional openness, and purposeful living are accessible to everyone. They're not reserved for the lucky. They're cultivated by choice. So, if you're wondering why some people seem to defy their age, look beyond the mirror. The real glow comes from within. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed these traits in others or in yourself? What mindsets or habits have helped you feel younger, more grounded, or more alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more on living a fuller, more intentional life. Thanks for watching, and keep becoming.